it's been a blessing from six-figure a year to six-figure a month.
So welcome to the HGI Success Podcast. Now, I apologize for going straight to the money, but we live in a time of instant coffee, instant everything. So if I don't get to that point, they're not going to know why they should listen to you, and they'll be scrolling really quick. Trust me, I know. I took my channel, thank God. I say it's the finger of God, but we went from 0 to 250,000 subscribers in 4 months. So I know them, love them all, but they are quick. So with that being said, what would you say has been your most successful year?
Well, first of all, congratulations on that great success in a short time. So I would just say every dreams need a vehicle, and I found my vehicle in the financial domain. So money is in the money business, and I happen to be approached where I've been blessed. I was living a good life, no doubt, but moving from good to great, it's been a blessing from six-figure a year to six-figure a month.
Wow.
Just
That's quite the difference. So, well, now that you know why you should listen to this man, we will move on to the questions. So, what's your name and what's your background?
My name is Rahim Hussain. My background, I look at it as a mission.
Okay.
But if you're asking me work-wise, my background was I come from medical background. I used to own a patient care.
Oh.
Before I used to own traditional businesses. And before that, I was in corporate America.
Okay.
And so my last venture was patient care, private patient care.
Wow. So you're a serial entrepreneur too.
Well, that's only because, Mr. Gio, I came to America with the land of opportunity to, but I did go the job route, right? And looking at my family background where we told get good education, work hard, and you'll be successful. And I was on that path, and I was climbing the corporate ladder really fast. Hardworking guy, honest, just hardcore. Good day, bad day. I don't know how you want to put it, but I used to work for a Fortune 400 company, 500 company.
Okay.
And back in the 90s, they had a major layoff. So in my company, 4,000 people were laid off in one day. And I said the same thing. Wow, what a bad day, and especially when I had goals. My only thing is the worst day of my life, became the best day because I was kind of pushed into an entrepreneurship.
Right.
And I tell the story to everybody. My life changed in that parking lot where thousands of people were coming out. My manager's manager was Steve. He was in the parking lot, and he's 63, about to retire, working for the company for the last 20, 30 years. And he got emotional in the parking lot.
I can imagine.
And, as a good human, I just went and I said, hey, Steve, everything's going to be okay. He brushed my hand so hard. And right after that, what he said changed my life. He said, Rahim, you don't understand. You guys are young. You're going to get a second job, third job. I gave this company 30 plus years. I'm 63. Where do I go? That changed my life, that I don't want to be Steve standing there at 63. Not that I'm against job. My dad was successful at that, but I did not want to go back to corporate. So I was forced into entrepreneurship. But I'll tell you, if there is a will, you will find a way. The path will come to you. But are you looking for the next thing?
Right.
I was looking. I was hungry. And what you're looking for is looking for you.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to have to use that one. How long have you been with HGI?
Only a short journey of 8 years now.
8 years?
Yeah, 8+ years.
Wow. And right before that, you were in the medical field, you said, right?
Correct.
Okay. And how has HGI not only changed your future, your current situation, but has that impacted your family, your friends?
Well, everything, because I would say everything. The reason is because the family, yes, the money is needed. But along with money comes time. Time.
Yes.
Right? My 7-year-old doesn't understand dollars, but she understands dad's time.
Yes.
So, and there's no price to that.
Amen.
So have I been blessed? Yes, absolutely. Now money is not everything, but what it does is everything. It allows me to spend time with my daughter, right? Because that time is not coming back. The most expensive currency is time.
Yes.
And HGI gave me that override, that passive income to say, Rahim, if you have the dream, here you go. But I'll tell you, Mr. Gio, it's not easy. If anybody says it's just going to come to you and it's easy, that's not true. And I believe a success at that level is earned, and the hardship makes you strong.
Yes, I agree with you.
So I'm a believer of that. Yeah. So has it changed my life? You bet. Has it changed life through me? You bet. But most important, the special people in my life, I can earn that freedom for me and for the people around me. Now I've been gifted to take that power to anybody that I meet.
Right. So you bring people and you show them what you now have learned.
Yeah, and I'm an ordinary guy, a common man, but with an extraordinary dream and a vehicle. So HGI is that vehicle that if you have the dream and if you're willing to work for it, then yes. And money is in the money business.
Right.
We all heard that. But to experience that, and with Hubert's 45-year proven system, who am I to question it? But I'm willing to work.
I love that. What made you decide to join HGI? How did that happen? Could somebody talk to you about it? How did that happen?
So I believe it's always there is, if you have some deep pain and somebody gives you a solution to that pain, then you will jump on it, right? So just like, Corona was an event, but people were talking Corona. Yet there's a guy talking about sanitizer, talking about the mask, talking about the vaccination booths, right? Talking about, so my pain was, I was living a good life, but it wasn't a great life. So HGI said, you know what? You're living a good life. Would you want to make it great? What that means was time and money rather than just money.
Right.
So I heard it, obviously being skeptical, too good to be true, which is normal. But I'm glad that I was open-minded to listen. And then instead of going through the noises, social media and other friends, family, and I'm glad I came over it, because they always, when I chose to be from an employee to an entrepreneur, my surroundings are mostly employees at that point. They said, go back and get another job. And nothing wrong with job, but what if I have listened to that at that point? Right. I'm so glad that I listened to inner me. Then I applied that. I don't come from entrepreneur background, but the desire. So the pain was there. Pain of being me laid off at 63 like Steve did. Right. Pain from good to great. How can I be great? And then now, can I serve others? How can I serve others? And I never had that thought process because I didn't have enough. How can I serve Gio when I'm surviving? So the journey from survival to living, HGI is that platform. So why did I say yes to HGI? Because if that plan that they showed me, what if it was 1% truth and the 99% noise was actually a noise? But I only could find out when I walked the path. So I chose to cut down the noise. And I said, but being fact, reality is, first of all, it's a licensed, regulated compliance industry.
Okay.
Right? So that's a fact. Right. You can't ignore that. For me to say hello to somebody, I have to be licensed and compliant and regulated. And they do a full background check. Right. And then it's a financial domain. Right? And then I can't ignore the fact that Mr. Huber has a system, a 45-year-old proven. Who am I to fight that? Right. Right? And then on top of that, the distribution, the channels, the brands that we serve is not homemade. It's been there for 50 years, 100 years. Mm-hmm. Who am I to question? So I knew one fact and one fact only. As long as it's ethical, which it is, and it's licensed, regulated, and these providers that I represent through HGI, they have a set of lawyers. Their frontline has done enough research on Huber, HGI. Right? Good point. Their lawyers will defend their company. Yes. I'm not that big to research anymore. Right? So I use my common sense. Very good points. And then my faith took me to the other side. But it is hard work. If anybody tells you HGI is easy, No, it's not. But is it worth it? You bet it's worth it.
Right.
So I came out of my patient care only 8 months into the industry, into HGI. Then I came out of traditional businesses. I sold all my businesses, and whatever HGI promised was kept because I was willing to work and surrender. And surrender is a strong word, but I had to submit to this hubris system because it's proven.
Right.
That's what.
I love that. I love that. And how quickly would you say you saw the results?
The results are in my hands. I'm a hardworking guy, but I'll say the results came because I was a good student of the business.
Mm.
The reason is, I'll give you take any franchise, right? At any franchise restaurant, right? And if I was to pay millions of dollars for buying their name, a branded name, franchises say, you know what? Give me the $1 million. I'll give you the recipe. I'll give you the business, how to run it. What if I rebel that? If I go against that, I will not be successful no matter if they are. One thing I knew, if you are proven, I don't fight you. I submit to you. If you say A for Apple, it's going to be A for Apple, not for A for Atlanta. Right. I'm a good student, you know. So childlike naiveness brought a lot of things to me because I don't overthink. And my actions, and like back to the thing, if it's ethical, I want to do it.
Mm.
And if it requires hard work, I didn't leave my country to come to land of opportunity, not to work hard.
Right, right.
Right?
And, I've said in my last couple interviews that what you guys are doing, you're not selling pots and pans to somebody that doesn't know how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even see it as you're selling. You're helping lives. I mean, I've heard stories of people that 2 weeks later, the husband dies. And what would have been of that lady if she would not have had a life insurance, and then how people can retire, with a good amount of money to actually retire and not end up in Walmart as a greeter because they can't make ends meet. So is that how you see it? Like you're not really selling, you're actually helping people?
So, yeah, absolutely. The platform is not for selling insurances.
Right.
HGI is not an insurance selling company. HGI is, if you have the dream, if you want to be an entrepreneur, it gives you the vehicle. Now, yes, the products are related. Some of the products are related to insurances and all that stuff. That's absolutely fine. But end of the day is you get to build a company. You get to build an equity. And for that, you have to help other people.
Right.
Like Mr. Gio, that says, if you want something in life, if you help enough people get what they want, you get what you want. It took me a minute to understand.
Okay.
But understanding Mr. Huber's vision, if you help enough people get what they want, then in return, if you look at the way we are paid, I am so glad that I make your dreams my dreams. And together we achieve your dreams. And in return, I'm rewarded.
Right. That makes sense.
I love that concept. So I get to be a servant of God, doing godly stuff. So it's kind of 2-in-1 package for me.
That's beautiful. I love it. And how many people do you currently have under you?
About 11,000 plus.
11,000. Wow.
Only.
You're blessing a lot of people. That's for sure. I mean, 11,000 people. That is beautiful. So what do you think separates the people who succeed in HGI to those who don't?
Mindset.
Love it.
Absolutely mindset. We are who we are of the thoughts we have.
Mm.
And the thoughts that I carry, what brought me, right? And if I'm not succeeding, I'm to blame. If I'm succeeding, then I'm to honor. But I'll tell you, you need a mentor because what I don't know, right? So if I have a mentor, that's a blessing. And the best thing about HGI is you get a mentorship, right? Somebody to guide you and stuff. And then look at life, when we are born, the parents are guiding us. When you go to school, the teachers are guiding us. When you go to any church or temple, the religious leaders are guiding us. What about life? What about success? We are left alone. But here comes HGI with a mentorship, with a proven system. What a blessing.
Yeah.
And if you follow the system, guess what? It's proven, right? So why fight it?
I like that. And where do you see yourself a year from now?
How?
100,000 people?
Why not?
Yeah, no.
Why not? That would be a good start for next year.
A good start.
Would be a good start for next year.
I love it. I love it. If you could go back and talk to your younger self, and we were talking about this a little bit before the camera, if you can go back to that time when you were still in corporate, America, and you could talk to yourself, what would you tell yourself?
I would say, I would say the same thing that, we've been told what to do all our life,
Mhm.
and we follow a very patterned life, the survival life. What will I tell myself? I would be more open-minded to entrepreneurship because I learned that everything is on my dream list. Very young in my life, I've been a dreamer all my life. The house that I wanted, the cars that I wanted, the travels that I wanted to do, I always saw my boss have all that. So if my boss has it and he owns a business, why am I still on the employee side? And nothing wrong with it, but it's very clear that the entrepreneurs leads it, and this land of opportunity is led by them. So I would tell my younger self, become an entrepreneur earlier and don't be afraid, because in younger time, I could have taken that fear out. And if I go back, I would have become an entrepreneur much younger.
Okay.
Than having that fear, hey, I don't understand business, or business are not for me, or I don't come from business background. All that lies or self comfort zone, I would tell myself, no. If you're younger, take that risk. But if you're not younger, like HGI is for me, because I'm not younger. I mean, 8 years ago plus, I don't come from business background. Forget finance, But if you have the dream, be open-minded, be willing to work.
It's beautiful. And now that you've been on both sides, you've been on the working side, now you're on the entrepreneurial side, what would you say to somebody watching this podcast? What advice would you give them as far as HGI or how to see things?
I would say very simple. I would say keep the end in mind. If you there are two events in life when I say you find out the day you're born and the day why you're born, the mission you carry. If you have that end in mind, if you have that clarity, then you work towards that clarity. Many people just go through their life cycle and never find out why they were born. So it's so important to find out why you were born and then go towards that. So clarity, I would say clarity with the end in mind. And I think in abundance is a gift. And that gift, I want to give it to myself. I want to give this gift to the people who are listening. Think in abundance. Because the Creator, I believe in that Creator. If He's giving in abundance, why am I asking in pennies?
Yes, I agree with you 100%. I love that. And, with that, I appreciate your time. You said something about time, and I just want to end with this because I really appreciate you giving us your time. And then for everybody watching, everybody says that time is money. But to me, time is way more valuable than money. My uncle one time told me, and it stayed with me, and I was 13 years old. He said, you know what? You can ask me for $1,000 and I'll give it to you. And when you grow up, you can pay me back. But the time that I give you when I'm in my deathbed, I can't be like, hey, Gio, can you give me back those 2 days or those 3 hours even?
True.
So that stayed with me. So with that, I want to thank you for your time. It's been a blessing and a pleasure to talk to you. And I wish you the success. I wish you 100,000, people working for you, because they will be blessed. I can tell them.
Yeah, working with me. I'll tell you one thing, Gio, that if an ordinary guy like me can do this, and so anybody can do it. There's a burning desire, and I'll tell you how to identify that desire. If you get that feeling Sunday night for a Monday morning, you're meant to do bigger things. So if you had that feeling, guys, take that seriously, because your body's telling you, your soul is telling you, if Sunday night is bothering you because you got to be at work on Monday, look for something greater. This is good, but there is a great. So say yes to the opportunity. Say yes to the entrepreneurship. Say yes to the land that is serving so much. And if you have the dream, HGI is the vehicle. The only thing is it requires constant hard work. Put in that work. There are two plans, still 65, that 40 years, or 2 to 5 years. You pick what you want. They both are good, but what is great, you decide. It's in your hands what you want. So I've been blessed. I'm asking you, count your blessings, but think in abundance and think that, there is an opportunity for all of us. Your dreams need a vehicle. HGI is that vehicle. So if I can do it, absolutely you guys can do it. Just put in the work, be open-minded, focus. And one last message, if I can give with your permission,
yes, I love
is don't let anybody or don't authorize anybody ever to steal your dreams. Nobody's authorized to steal my dreams away. Those are my personal property, and I don't allow anybody to steal my dreams. I might be down, I might be up, but guess what? Nobody's authorized to touch my dreams. They are my dreams, and one day at a time is coming true by helping others. So welcome to HGI. Thank you, Mr.
I love it. Thank you. I could not have ended this episode any better. So I'll end it with that beautiful message for everybody. And I hope that lives are changed.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, my friend. God bless.